If you're a Nintendo fan at all, you know that rumors about their online service have been swirling for months, and the rumors never seem to be good either. So let's talk about the latest one that people are upset about, even though there's been no official announcement about it at all. And that rumor is that cloud saves are not going to be for every game. That's not really that controversial. What is controversial is the games that are already rumored to not support it. Some of those games that are rumored to not support cloud saves are Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Dark Souls Remastered, Dead Cells, FIFA 19, NBA 2K19, NBA Playgrounds. I've also been hearing that Splatoon 2 is one of those games. The way a lot of these places are talking, it's all but confirmed. This is a thing that is happening. The fact of the matter is, they haven't announced anything. And I tend to believe them because Nintendo does bungle things that should just be real easy to do. But at the same time, nothing's been announced. We don't actually know any of this. According to Nintendo Life, all Nintendo Switch games will have cloud saves enabled unless the publisher decides to disable it for some reason. But they'll actually have to go in and do the disabling because by default, it's just going to be on. According to other websites, this list that I read you is all but confirmed, and that Nintendo has even given a reason for it. When talking about Splatoon 2, Nintendo stated that cloud saves are not supported because they don't want people to be able to play the game and then through resetting the game somehow and a bunch of other stuff that probably doesn't actually make any sense. They're afraid that people will be able to use an item and then like turn the system off real quick or something like that. That item will be back in their save file because the save file that's on the console will still have the item, but the one on the cloud won't have it, or the one on the cloud will have it, and they'll just be able to re-download that save file to their Switch, and then they'll have the item again. And it's all this crazy stuff that does sound like a very Nintendo thing to be worried about, even though there's probably not a good reason for it. Overwatch has cloud saves. Fortnite does cloud saving. Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these other games that do online competitive stuff have cloud saving and don't seem to have this problem. The other weird thing about them bringing up Splatoon 2 is that Splatoon 2 already has a problem of people just hacking it all over the place, and Nintendo really hasn't done anything about it. So this idea that all of a sudden they're worried about this being a problem is a little strange. I'm not defending Nintendo here. This does sound like the kind of random psychobabble that Nintendo is famous for. Hey, we're going to do this really cool thing, but we're going to cripple it because we're afraid of something that the other console manufacturers have figured out. What I'm getting at in this video is that Nintendo hasn't officially announced anything. We've seen some text on the bottom of a website perhaps wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, this happens all the time where a website goes live and it's not quite finalized yet. And yeah, to be fair, they were probably planning to have all of this stuff for that Nintendo Direct that got delayed. I would imagine a lot of this stuff is finalized, but we still don't know. We don't even know that that Nintendo Direct was even going to mention Switch Online. I happen to think that it wasn't. All I'm trying to say is everybody just needs to calm down a little bit. We don't really know what's going on here. We don't really know what Nintendo is planning for cloud saves. Yes, Nintendo has said that if a publisher wants to disable cloud saves, they can do that. And I find it interesting that in that list of games that I read you are games that have cloud saves on every other platform that they're available for. Dark Souls Remastered has cloud saves on the other platforms. Dead Cells, cloud saves on the other platforms. The NBA 2K games, cloud saves on the other platforms. The NBA Playgrounds games, cloud saves on the other platforms. The only games on this list that we don't have any sort of precedent for are the Nintendo games. Wait for Nintendo to officially come out and say what they're going to be doing. Are they going to screw this up somehow? Probably. They're Nintendo. That's what they do. And when they come out and officially say, hey, here's the online stuff and it's going to be awesome. Oh, by the way, here's this really stupid thing that we're going to do to make it so that it's not anywhere near as cool as it should be, then we can be mad at them. But until that happens, all these videos that spend 10 minutes complaining about a thing we don't actually know anything about are a little bit ridiculous. Wait until they come out and say what they're going to do before you start rioting in the streets about a bunch of rumors. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Go follow me over on Twitter. Check out my affiliate links down in the description below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.